I am doing clownery makeup today. If you're new to this channel, then you know that brows don't ever match on here. I try my level best, but we've also grown from very terrible brows to what we have here today. Now, I will be using these eyeshadow palettes today, but my initial plan was to use all of the shades in this palette, which is what I will do. But just look how gorgeous. What is going on? Anyway, look how gorgeous this palette is. This is so me. I really love this. I'm gonna film two looks. One, I will be using all of the shades in this palette, but for now, since I'm in a little bit of a rush, I've literally got 5 minutes to get ready. I will be just using this shade all over my lid, maybe that green shade underneath. Let's just see how it goes. I haven't even swatched these. This is my first time. Let me just do some swatches for you. I realized that's something I tend not to do on this channel. But hey, wait, do people even swatch on their hairy arms? They're quite dusty, I won't lie. That yellow is just so dusty, but that green is super pigmented, so that's good. Lots of kickback. I don't know if you can see. Yeah, there's really powdery, and then that's the shade that I really want to use. You know what? Let's just get into it. I've primed my eyelids using the LA Girl Pro Conceal, and I am going to dip into that shade over there using a small angled brush. Lots of kickback. Wow, like really a lot. Let's see if it's pigmented. I don't care as long as there's pigment, and there seems to be good pigment with these shadows. With this one in any case. This is very neon-like shade. I kind of like it, hey? So far so good. That first initial layer, it could be, I mean, I didn't set my eye base primers, like I never do. So it's grabbing on really well. Like I said, lots of powder, but the pigment is there. I'm going to quickly just blend in this shade, just around the edges, just blend it out. I'm gonna take this yellow shade in the pan, and on my finger, I'm just, I'm gonna put it on the center of my eye. These are very pastel-like shades. You know what? I'm not mad at it. This is my first time like using this palette. I am not mad at all. I'm interested to see how well these shadows wear. You know what I mean? Like, are they going to be patchy? Will there be no eyeshadow on my eye in a bit? Because that would just be sad. I'm worried about that yellow shade. I'm not gonna lie. I am so worried about it. It looks like it's gonna disappear off my eye. I don't know if you can tell, but like it's completely stained my eye. I'm gonna take a cotton and just spritz some water on it and get rid of this. For foundation, I'm gonna go into the Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation. I've been using this for a long time now, like to the point where I don't even put it at the back of my hand. I just simply do that. I forgot to prime my face. Yikes. It is what it is.
A few moments later.
Guys, this is the final look. I used the Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation in Amber Beige. My lip combo today is the L'Oreal. The label has worn off, and then I topped it up with the Essence Lip Plumping. And then what did I do? The Yardley Stay Fast powder. That's what I set my under eyes with. I highlighted with a palette that I haven't shown you guys because it's been sold out. I bought this at Jet. I went back to Jet to, you know, buy some more, and I couldn't find it. And as you can see, there's like no label. I cannot even tell you what brand this is. But actually, is it Jet or Ackermans? Yes, one of those. Underneath Adderley Street, there's a Jet or Ackermans where they sell Freedom products, and this is where I bought it. And what else? I used the Essence mascara, or Eyes on Me. I am loving this mascara so much. For blush, I used the LA Girl Spice. This is what I used for blush. As you can see, I didn't contour today. Do we have time to contour? Let's contour. Just gonna take that a little bit on the sides. As you can see, I've reached pan on this brown shade. This is my contour shade. And for setting spray, what did I use? Rose water. That's what I used. Alrighty, I will check back in. Maybe we'll do a vlog. Let's see how it goes. Bye. my wig.
Difficult to see.
I just want my butt in this video. You're not in the video. I am.
Yeah, she's in.
She's in the video.
Yeah.
Okay, it's Jamie in the video. Oh, we're doing this now. Yes, this is just photo. No, you can post this. You can come this. You're on the video. That's just literally put together this video best. Oh, this is good. So good. Jamie's one that I made. Which one? Hey! Thank you guys so much. Thank you so much. Like we are. Yes.
A few moments later.
Hey guys, it's been 6 hours since I've had this makeup on, including the eyes, and you know what? I am so surprised. Sorry, I'm holding my mirror here. I am so surprised that these colors have stayed on for so long, and it is pigmented. Even though I was concerned about the yellow shade as well, it did really good. Like, it stayed on my lids, and you can still see the yellow shade. Like, I am pleasantly surprised. I won't lie. I was looking down in these shadows like, well, they really perform, but they really do perform. Anyway, I did promise you guys a look with all the shades in this palette, and that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna quickly rub this off of my face. I'm back, and what I did was I used the LA Girl Pro Conceal shade in the yellow corrected to prime my eyelids. I'm trying this new technique whereby I let it dry down a little bit and before I go in with the shadow, so it's literally like 5 to 10 minutes that I've been waiting for this because I did apply a little bit too much. And yes, to tell you that I'm nervous about using every single color in this palette is an understatement, but let's give it a try. I've laid down all my brushes that I'm going to be using. As you can see, all of them are sort of like angled because I want a section of each eye, each portion of the lid. So like the inner part of my lid, I'm going to apply the yellow, and the other colors, we're gonna see how it all fits in. Let me start off with this one, the small angled brush. I think I've proved myself to you guys that I can indeed pull off amazing looks, so I should not be nervous. I'm a makeup artist, I'm an MUA, darling. A mess. Okay, so that is the plan. The next shade that I'm gonna go into is this one right over here. This is going in no particular order at all, and then I'm just gonna plop it right in the center there. This is a challenge, right? Using all the shades in an eyeshadow palette. Yep, this is a legit challenge. I do feel like these two shades look very similar, this one over here and that one. It's just that this one is a little bit deeper. I'm gonna dig into that shade right there, the deeper coral shade, and okay, yeah, I'm just gonna plop it right next to it. Yeah, honestly, there is no difference between those two shades. Just looking at it now. Next up, I'm gonna go into that pink. So I've already done 1, 2, 3, down to the last 3. I'm gonna use that pink shade right over there on this part of my eye. Oh, I like that. They blend in so well together. I don't know how to describe this, and I don't know if you can tell, but like the pigment has sort of picked up a little bit on this eye, and I don't know if it's because I laid on too much color, so that's why it picked up. But I think if you pack on more powder, just my initial thoughts, packing on more powder doesn't help because it's going to make it patchy. I'd rather say don't pack on too much powder because then it becomes patchy. I'm going to switch the brush to another brush, another angled brush over there. It's just a little bit stained. And then I'm gonna go into that green shade right over there towards the end. Yeah, there's a lot of kickback, okay? And I'm just gonna go in right at the outer edges. The one thing that's running through my mind right now is, would I recommend this palette? That's what I am wondering. You know what? I think I would, actually. Okay, I'll give my final thoughts in a second. Let me just try to finish up this look. I'm gonna go into that initial brush. I'm gonna dip into the last shade right here and put that underneath my eye. Just gonna dip into that yellow shade and just go along my crease, just a touch of this pink. I'm actually gonna tap off the excess on the back of my hand, so I'm just swiping it up, and then I'm just gonna go just above my crease, just to blend the two shades, blend it all together and create some sort of cohesion. Okay, I don't want to go on further than this, but this is the final look. Yeah, I have my thoughts on this palette. I was loving it at first. Okay, let me boss up and face you guys. I like this palette, but I almost like the shades individually, if that makes sense. I feel like this challenge, it didn't work out. I mean, I look okay, but who am I kidding? I don't know, like, it's too powdery. Like, the green I lay down at the edges there, it's gone now. You know, it doesn't even show. It's a little bit patchy. This should be a companion palette, and a companion palette is whereby you add this onto something else. So if you're creating a look and you need a green, maybe you can grab this. You know, if you need a peach, you know, these peach shades are amazing. If you need a pink, this pink is amazing. I'm actually going to use the peach shades as a blush. Oh no, I am doing clownery makeup today. That's exactly what I'm doing, just clown makeup. But yeah, this is bothering me. But these are patchy and a little bit powdery. Use them as a companion palette if you need a peach. These two shades are amazing. The green, it's a no-no. Like, it's dusted off and it's patchy, and it just picks up. So the formula is just a little bit too powdery for my liking, and I don't think I've ever had to say that. But the pigment is a little bit there on some of these. The pigment is really good. So use this as a companion palette. This is as far as I can recommend. If you've got the money, go for it as a companion. If you don't have the money, don't bother. That's what I think. Overall, it's an okay palette. It's an okay palette. I am glad I got to play around with it, and it gave me a good look. Like, it gave me a good pastel look. But so maybe I shouldn't have gone with all of the shades. I should have just topped it off just one item. I keep repeating myself, but just keep looking at myself and thinking, yeah, I just look dusty, crusty, musty. I had a good day till I wanted to use all the shades in this palette. But I also bought a second one, so I am going to play around. Hopefully, maybe in my next video I'll play around with this one, because this one has interesting shades. If I could open it up. How does one open these? This one has some blues. Let's swatch them. What if it's all powder? Yep, it's all powder. Yeah, I definitely know where to put these LA colors. This Colors Limited eyeshadow. It's going to be a companion palette. I cannot travel with this on my own. I don't know if I showed you there. It's just a little bit powdery. It's good just to bring a pop of color, but it's not there to serve the meal. You know what I mean? It's a side dude. It's a side bay. It's not the main, and you just throw him away. Use him however you like, when you want him, on round the clock. And yes. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it so much. Please like, share, comment down below. Let me know your thoughts on this. Wait, I forgot to tell you guys something. So I bought these two palettes on sale. I was walking in N1 City shopping center, and there the sale signs were like 20% off, 20% off, 20% off. I was like, what? I'm there. So I walked on over, and this was on sale for 20% off. I forgot to tell you the prices. This is like 60 Rand, and this is 50 Rand. This is 59.95. It's the Being Bold palette. And this one is musical theater, and it's 48.95 and 20% off. So I get to the till, and I'm like, you know, I'm paying, and then it's above 100 Rand, and I'm like, ma'am, there's a 20% discount. Because I was like, in my head, I'd already done the math, like, I'm not paying over 100 Rand for this. Anyway, I did that, and it came to less than 100 Rand. I was like, okay, cool. Now we're talking. Now I can grab these two. And what I like about this is that they actually give you an expiry date. So it actually says here, this is going to expire in June 20. Guys, these expire this year. No wonder they were 20% off. Oh, okay, I'm gonna need some help. It says here June 2019-27. So what does that mean? I don't know if you guys can see. I'm just hoping you guys can see that. Like, yeah, no, this one says June 2019 to 40. You know what? I'm still gonna use them. I bought them with my own money. So, like, what am I gonna do? Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye. A mess. Today was a mess.